भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ओम बोलो स्वामी सद्गुरु शिवानंद महाराज की जय। ओम बोलो स्वामी विष्णुदेवानंद महाराज की जय। हरि ओम तत्सत। I offer my pranams to the lotus feet of our masters. I pray masters give us all the perfect understanding. It's Swami who speaks. It's Swami who listens through all of us. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Namah Shivaya. Chapter 8, Slokam number 7. तस्मात् सर्वेषु कालेषु मामनुस्मर युध्य च मय्यर्पितमनो बुद्धिः मामे वैश्यस्य संयमम् मामे वैश्यस्य संशयम्। तस्मात् therefore सर्वेषु कालेषु माम् अनुस्मरः। सर्वेषु कालेषु, सर्वेषु means all, कालेषु time, all the time माम् अनुस्मरः, think, remember only of me, continuously remember only of me. Lord Krishna says remember only of me all the time. Sarveshu kaleshu mayyarpita. How do you remember me? Mayyarpita mano buddhihi. Your mind and intellect surrender to me totally. By totally surrendering your mind and intellect, all the time remembering me, Bhagavan says, do your duty. Yudhyacha. He is telling Arjuna, by remembering me all the time, by surrendering to me, fight. Do your duty. Mame vaishyasya samshayam. Mam eva eshyasi asamshayam. Asamshayam means doubt. When you do this, when you constantly remember me and surrender your mind and buddhi, your mind and intellect to me, then there is no asamshayam. There is samshayam means doubt. Asamshayam means no doubt. Without a doubt, you will attain me. Mameva, you will surely attain only me. Therefore, Arjuna, at all times, remember me and do your duty. Dedicating your mind and intellect fixed on me, get rid of all the doubts, surely you will reach me. Slokam number 8. Abhyasayoga yuktena चेतसा नान्यगामिना परमं पुरुषं दिव्यं याति पार्थानुचिन्तयन्। Partha, abhyasa yoga yuktena. Abhyasam means what? Constantly repeating what we are doing. Keep on practicing whatever that we are doing, that becomes our abhyasam, that becomes our being. So by constant practice, abhyasa yoga yuktena, do the yoga with that practice. Repeatedly keep on practicing, being constantly practicing. Anuchintayan, constant remembrance on me. Na anyagamina, without deviating, not moving your mind anywhere else, not moving your mind towards anything else. Keep your mind steadfast on me, steady on me, Paramam Purusham, that supreme divine personality. The seeker, the yogin, steadily all the time thinking about the Lord, meditating on that Lord, then he attains that Divya Paramam Purusham, that supreme reality. There is no doubt on this, Arjuna. Slokam number 9. Kavim Puranamanushasitaram Anoraniyam Samanusmaredyaha Sarvasya Dhataramachintya Rupam adityavarnam tamasah parastat. If we want to know something, we cannot know that through a unknown concept. If there is an unknown, if you want to know that unknown, we have to reach that unknown through a known source, through known stuff. So through unknown, we cannot reach the unknown. For example, I have a bicycle, and if my friend come and ask for my bicycle, so I lend my bicycle to my friend. And in the evening, I go to collect the bicycle. So my friend says, I ask him, where is the bicycle? He says that there is a mango tree there. Under the mango tree, I parked the bicycle. See, I know that mango tree. So I can go there and take my bicycle. Though the bicycle, I don't know where it is, that is unknown. Now he is telling me through a known route. Then I know where is the mango tree and I can go and see my bicycle and pick it up. For example, you bring a flask of tea. So you are asking your friend, where is a tea mug? Your friend says, I kept that next to the tea box, tea container. You ask him, where is the tea box? He says, next to the tea mug. Now both of them are unknown to you. You don't know where is the tea mug, you don't know where is the tea box. So if through unknown, you cannot reach another unknown. You cannot realize another unknown. So Bhagavan, now Brahma is unknown to us. Through known source, we can reach this Brahman. So Bhagavan gives us 8 pointers, 8 references. All the references, through that reference, we can reach this Brahman. Truth of God cannot be described by words, cannot be expressed by words, cannot be explained by any words. That will have to be experienced. So, they can only give us the reference directions for us to reach. So, Bhagavan, Lord Krishna is giving us 8 pointers here. These 8 pointers help us to reach our goal. The first point, Kavim Puranam Anusashitaram Aneraniyam Samanusmaredyaha. Kavim. Kavim means supremely intelligent, knower of everything. Everything he knows. Brahman is that supremely intelligent, omniscient. Without him, nothing exists. Without him, no knowledge is possible. Knower of everything, Kavim. Next pointer, Puranam. It's ancient. Before all these creations have come, before all the things that you see on the earth, before everything that comes, this Brahman exists. So it is Puranam. It is that ancient, which is eternal. From the source, it is there. It's beyond everything. So it is ancient, which remains all the time the same. There is no change to it. Anusashitaram, the controller, the ruler of the world. If there is a mud pot, if there is a mud vessel, we can see various forms of mud. But what is the ruler of those muds and mud pots? The mud. Mud is the ruler of the mud pots. Mud is the source. You can see various jewelry items. You can see names and forms. You can call them chain. You can call that chain. You can call that earrings or bangles or necklace. You can call anything. But what is the controller? The gold. The gold is there in everything that exists. The same way, in anything and everything that you see, Brahman exists there. Anusashitaram, the controller, the ruler of the entire world. Anoraniyam. minuter than an atom. The atom, when you take an atom, what is atom? The simplest, the smallest particle, if you take of that element, that would be that which maintains in that atom that specific property of that element. Even if you take of everything, the small particles also, that is also called atom. So the smallest and simplest particle of any element is also Bhagavan. Anoraniyam, minuter than that smallest particle, that simplest particle of any element. Sarvasya Dhatharam, supporter of everything. He is the support. He is the sustenance of everything that we see. For example, in the movie theater, we see a big white screen. That on that white screen, the movie is running. But that white screen is the supporter of the entire entertainment of that movie. That way, the supporter of everything, anything that you take, he is the Adharam, the Sarvasya Dhatharam. He is the supporter of everything. Achintya Rupam, inconceivable form, imponderable form. Though eternally we can see, eternally meaning we say that the thought that is eternally existent, no one can ponder on it. It is completely infinite, cannot be comprehended by any of the finite instruments. No. Aditya Varnam, Aditya, the sun, is effulgence like that sun. It's brighter than that sun. To see the sun, we don't need no other light. With no other light we can see that sun, because the effulgence of that, like that the sun. So, Brahman is brighter than that sun. Sun is the source of all light, so we cannot have any other equipment, any other light to see that sun. So Brahman is like that, is brighter than that sun. Tamasaha Parastat, beyond the darkness of ignorance, is any Maya, beyond all this Maya, beyond all this darkness. Tamasaha Parastat. Samanusmaredhyaha. Bhagavan says, one who meditates on this Brahman, always remember this Brahman, he goes to realize this supreme goal. He achieves that, he attains that supreme goal. So these are the pointers that Bhagavan is giving. How do we intellectually understand what is Brahman? By constantly remembering, we will reach that state. Slokam number 10. Prayana kale manasa chalena bhaktya yukto yoga balena chaiva bhruvor madhye pranamaveshya samyak satam param purusham upaiti divyam. Having given this 8 indicators, 8 points, because there is no description, we cannot describe this God. Having given this 8 pointers, Bhagavan is saying, Prayana Kale, at the hour of death, at the last hour, the hour of departure. Manasa Chalena, no disturbance in the mind, with the steady mind, unswerving mind. Bhaktya, with great devotion. Yukto, get united. Yoga balena, with the power of yoga, practice of yoga. Just not ordinary stuff that we think. The yoga balam, that the strength that is acquired by the meditator, the seeker gets the power of that meditation after a long time of consistent practice, regularly practicing, having it as the sadhana. They get that inner strength, that is yoga balam. Bruvor madhye, meditate in between your eyebrows. Bruvaha madhye, in between your eyebrows. Prana maveshya samyak. This life force of this prana, let that prana enter in between your eyebrows. Steadily, constantly remembering that divine Lord. Sa tam param purusham upaiti divyam. When a seeker, at the time of death, with a steady mind, with great devotion, he turns his attention towards me. In between your eyebrows, if he meditates and gets that yoga balam, with that yoga balam, if he turns his attention towards me, if he meditates on me, certainly he attains me. Certainly he comes to me. Slokam number 11. Yadaksharam vedavido vadanti vishanti yadyatayo vitaragaha yadichanto brahmacharyam charanti tatte padam samgrahena pravekshye. Tatte padam, that path. The path I shall explain to you briefly. Samgrahe. Briefly, I will explain how to enter into that path. Veda vido vadanti yadaksharam. The scholars, the scholars of Vedas, they describe Brahman as aksharam, imperishable. Yadyatayo vishanti vitaragaha. Great ascetics, they say charanti, they practice celibacy, they practice brahmacharyam, they are free from vitaragaha, from the attachment. They renounce the worldly pleasures, material pleasures. Vishanti, they enter to him. Tatte padam samgrahena pravakshe. I shall now explain that path. In the last sloka, Bhagavan says that Brahman cannot be, God cannot be explained or described. But here he says, I shall explain you the path, the way, the roadmap to reach the place. Suppose if somebody is experienced the beauty of Gangotri, Himalayas, that cannot be expressed by words. Whatever words that you use and express it, it will be only lesser. It cannot express the beauty of that Gangotri. So what you can do is, you can give a road map how to go there, and with that road map, that yogi can go to that place and experience the beauty, beauty of the Gangotri, beauty of the Himalayas, beauty of the Ganga in Gangotri. So the same way, Lord Krishna is telling, I will give you the tat path, tatte padam, that path. I will give you the road map for that. Slokam number 12. Sarvadvarani samyamya manohridi nirudhya cha murdhni adhyatmanah pranam astito yoga dharanam. Lord Krishna says, one who wants to experience this bliss, they should constantly be chanting on Om, the Pranava mantra. Meditate on Om. How? Just not chanting Om. By controlling the senses and by controlling the mind. When you control the mind, it just completely rests on your heart. Bhagavan gives a way here. Sarva dvarani samyamya. All gates on your body. Your body have doors. Our body have holes. Eyes, ears, nose, organs of action, organs of perception. All these are the doors of our body. Through these doors only, all the distraction that comes deep into us. So controlling all the doors. That doesn't mean that we are destroying all the doors. No, that is not prescribed. By controlling all the doors. Manohridi nirudhyacha, fixing that mind which can rest in the heart, hridya, in the heart, restraining the mind in that heart, making the mind free from all these disturbances. The heart is our core being. The mind can be calm and steady in the heart. Murdhni adhaya atmanaha pranam. This prana, this life breath, the vital breath, raise this prana to the head. Murdhni adhaya atmanaha pranam. Fixing that life breath and fixing that in that prana, raise it to the head. Astitaha yoga dharanam. In that yoga of concentration, the practice of concentration, engaging our mind constantly, steadily, with the desire to achieve that supreme bliss, turn that into the stage of realization. Getting that prana to the head, controlling it, cannot go to the head just like that. Through yoga balam, through the constant practice, we'll get into the point of concentration. And with that concentration, with that yoga dharanam, with the practice of that concentration, we can take this prana to the head. And when that happens, there is no more distraction. There is no more leaking outside. We are fixing our mind constantly. With that and the intellect following the 8 pointers, the the referral directions of these 8, then we will negate and will get into the supreme Brahman. All that is possible only with that prana shakti, with that controller, with that, through controlling the sense organs, take that yoga dharanam, get into the yoga of concentration, and that with that get occupied in the steadfast concentration to realize this Brahman. Slokam number 13. Omityekaksharam Brahma Vyaharan Manusmaran Yaf Prayati Tyajan Deham Sayati Paramam Gatim. Om iti eka aksharam Brahman. The only aksharam is Om. Brahma can be realized with that constant repetition of that pranava mantram Om. Om iti eka aksharam. Eka aksharam is one aksharam. Master, our Swami Shivananda also says that Om is the sacred mantra. All the time live in that Om. Every mantra that we take in the Vedas, every mantra that we take, it begins with Om. We can say Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Every mantra that begins with Om, Eka Aksharam. It is with 3 letters, A, O, M, but when we pronounce it, it is Eka Aksharam only. So Bhagavan says, Om contains everything. It is the path, it is the goal, it is the symbol of Brahman. It is the essence of all Vedas. The entire essence of Vedas that we can is contained in this Pranava Mantram Om. All the Upanishads describe Om, but Mandukya Upanishad, it entirely talks about this Om. So in Shivananda Ashram, Bhagavan says that everybody chant Om, man or woman. There is no differentiation, there is no restriction. Some say women cannot chant. Bhagavan's Swami Shivananda says that everybody chant Om. So in our Shivananda Ashram, we are masters permit us, masters taught us to chant Om. When masters give us the permission, it is the permission from Paramatma. So all of us can chant Om. In that chant, when we keep chanting Om with proper understanding, Vyaharan Mamanusmaran, shifting the attention on the meaning of that Om. The meaning of that Om is God. Remembering God while chanting Om all the time. Yaf prayati tyajan deham. Tyajaha means leaving, dropping this body. Tyajan deham. Deham is body. When you are quitting this body, yaf prayati, that departure, that time, if you chant Om, sa yati paramam gatim. Sa yati, that person, that means that yati, he attains the supreme goal. Gatim is goal. Yaf sa yati paramam gatim, he achieves that supreme Brahman. So Bhagavan Krishna says, Arjuna, uttering that one symbol, Eka Aksharam Yo Om, which is a symbol of Brahman, and remembering me all the time, one who leaves the body, one who drops this body, for sure, without any doubt, he attains that supreme goal. Slokam number 14. Ananyacheta satatam yo mam smarati nityashaha tasyaham sulabhav partha nityayuktasya yoginaha. O Partha, ananyachetaha, which means cheta means mind. Mind not wandering out, not deviating, not going with all the distraction. Ananya cheta, not with distraction, without directing the mind to any other theme, direct the mind towards me. Satatam, always, constantly, all the time. Nitya saha, regularly, for a long time. Adi Shankaracharya, in his commentary, he uses the word that it's not just 1 month, 6 months, 1 year. As long as that one is alive, continuously, constantly, all the time, Yo Mam Smarati, who remembers me, Tasya Aham Sulabhaha, for that person, Tasya, for that person, I am very easy. Easily, a person constantly thinking about me, turning the attention towards me and doing his duty, I am very easy to be attainable. Nitya Yuktasya Yoginaha, that yogi have to be constantly engaged his mind and attention onto me. Bhagavan says, Oh Arjuna, I am easily attainable by that single-minded yogi. How do you get that single-minded yogi? You need to achieve that yoga balam. With that yoga balam, you get that prana shakti and get into that one point, the yoga of concentration, yoga dharanam. With that, all the time, keeping your mind steady, constantly keep remembering on Om, not thinking of anything else, it is very, very easy to attain me. With this, we'll end today's session. Keeping our back straight, we'll chant Om 3 times. Om. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Salutations to Masters. Om Bolo Swami Sadguru Shivananda Maharaj ki Jai. Om Bolo Swami Vishnu Devananda Maharaj ki jai. Thank you so much for joining. Thanks for giving me this opportunity. Enjoy a beautiful evening. See you tomorrow.